Very good morning, students. We want to study any one of the lesson, that is fourth or fifth lesson of history. So we are going to see only important points we will discuss. I won't take time to read the lesson, that you can read by yourself. Only important points, or with the help of study material, we are going to discuss. Many points you studied already in 8th standard in the form of forest rules and regulations of British rule. So we are going to see that one. Let us see the main points. Lesson name: Forest Society and Colonialism. And forest provides us many products which are of great importance. That we know from forest what all things we are getting. We are getting medicine, we are getting timber, we are getting oxygen, and different food items like honey, like that things we are getting from forest. So if you are looking to the forest, it is a reserved area for many things, and we are getting many things, and maybe it is going and collecting by tribal people or some experts, they are going and collecting. And so it is very important. Then according to the international theory, what we can say, agreement, in every country there should be 33% of forest, and India we are having only 21% of the forest. Other area we already, all the plants we cut down and we started to use for different purpose. It may be for road making, or for agriculture purpose, or for mining, or for industry, like that, different purpose. Okay, it supports a large variety of flora and fauna, such as in Amazon forest or in the Western Ghats. Not only in the Western Ghats, wherever there is some plants are there and freely they are living, then we can see different types of lives there. If you are not, human interference is less, means the freely the birds and the insects, they will live there freely. And we have seen the problem with deforestation, because we want to cut down the trees, then only we can make we can use it for road making purpose or mining purpose. Okay, the disappearance of forest is referred as to deforestation. That what it mean deforestation, that you know already. Then causes of deforestation in India, not now, in the time of British rule onwards, or before itself we started to use forest, and in the time of colonial rule they cut down or they reduce the forest life to very minimum way. Okay, first reason, land to be improved. When they look from outside they thought like that forest is not giving anything and it is not at all useful. So what they are saying, like that forests are unproductive. Therefore, British brought them under the cultivation, so that they could increase the income of the state. They want to get maximum income. For that purpose, they thought like that forest also we can cut down and use for agriculture purpose. Then shipbuilding. They in 1830s in India, trees were cut down and exported to England for building royal ship. Okay, and not for Indian purpose. They taken timber from India for a royal ship, what they want to make in England. Then railway track. Wood was needed for railways as fuel for train, railway lines, sleepers, which were essential to hold the tracks together. Nowadays we are making the concrete what we can say sleepers. In olden days we was using the this wooden pieces, that also from hardwood. For that purpose also they used to cut down the trees. Next one, for plantation purpose. This is the part of agriculture itself. Large areas of natural forest were also cleared for tea, coffee and rubber plantations to meet the European growing need for these commodities. Think everything they done for their own purpose, not for Indian people. They are need it like that. Then rise of commercial forestry. British made a German expert, Dietrich Brandis, and the first Inspector General Forest in India. Brandis set up Indian Forest Service in 1864 and helped formulate the Indian Forest Act in 1865. and we are having the UPSC exam. IAS, we used to say IAS exam, and normally it is known as UPSC exam. In UPSC exam, near to 24 to 28 posts they are selecting the candidate. That is, in that one of the branch it is Indian Forest Service. We know IAS, IPS, like that, which giving the glamorous costume to the people that we used to discuss, and other areas we never discuss. So one of the areas where we are not getting the name of that persons, or they don't have any public role with a human, that like that one area, it is the Indian Forest Service. But high salary and good position in the society, like that everything is there. Same exam, UPSC exam, what we are writing for IAS, same exam you want to write, and one of the post used to getting the job in this area of Indian Forest Service. So those who are interested in the forest and nature and other things, they can think about it in your future. Okay, so Indian Forest Service started in 1864, and they implemented the new law, that Indian Forest Act, in 1865. The Imperial Forest Research Institute was set up in Dehradun 1906. In that, what all things, for what purpose they started this research institute? First one, scientific forestry was taught here. They started to teach how to make a scientific forestry, and what it is scientific forestry, that like that things, everything they was teaching there in this institute, where it is Dehradun, and which year it started? 1906. What is the name of that one? Imperial Forest Research Institute. Then next one, in scientific forestry system, forest with different kinds of trees were replaced by plantations. What they are doing, they are thinking of the different types of plantation, they are cutting down that one, and instead of that trees, they are planting the same type of tree. Then forest management plan were made by forest officials. Then they started to make the how we can manage the forest. They planned how much of the forest had to be cut and how much had to be replanted. And they, in the management, they are doing first thing, how much we want to cut and how much we want to replant. The Forest Act divide forest into three types. First one is the reserved forest, second one protected forest, third one is village forest. Okay, reserved forest, these were the best forest. Villages could not enter this forest, and where the Adivasi people was living in this area only, and they are taken out from the forest that we have seen in 8th standard. Then protected forest, villages can enter these forests, but with the permission. We want to take the permission from the forest officers, then we can enter. Third one, village forest. The villagers were dissatisfied with the Forest Act. They were now forced to steal wood from the forest, and if they caught, they were punished. And the village forest was that also they want to get the permission from the forest officers, then only they can enter. But because of this compulsion, villagers have started to steal things from forest. Then how were the lives of the people affected because of this forest law? How the people, they are getting trouble from these laws that we are going to see. What is shifting cultivation? An area is cleared for cultivation for a period of time. After that, it left uncultivated so it could gain fertility. So they will use the land for 10 years, then they will keep land empty for many years without cultivation. By that time, the plants will grow, and it may take 20 or 30 or 50 or more years. By that time, it will regain the fertility of the land. By that time, they will find out new place, cut down trees and burning it and starting the cultivation. And when they are coming back to the first area after maybe 50 years or 30 years, by that time the plants grow already grown and the fertility of the land regained. Then the colonial foresters did not favor this system, as it made it difficult for the government to calculate taxes. There is a danger to fire, and also that no trees could grown in on this kind land. If the Adivasi people or tribal people doing continuing this shifting cultivation, then for colonial people or the British people, they can't calculate the how much tax the tribal people want to pay. That's why what they say, you want to be settled down in one area and you want to cultivate there only. Then next thing, the fear of forest fire. The Adivasi people, they are expert in without making like that. The modern people only we are facing with this forest fire and other things. And the British people, they had the fear about the forest fire. Then next one, if we are keeping the land for 50 years or 60 years or 100 years, trees won't grow how much we need really as a forest. That is another problem what the British people said. Consequence of banning shifting cultivation. Some people change their occupation. Many people, they start to stopping this agriculture work and they move to other cities in search of job. Some people resisted through large and small rebellions. Many rebellions we faced and British people faced because of this what we can say, banning of the shifting cultivation. Then who could hunt? Forest laws forbade the villagers from hunting in the forest but encouraged hunting as a big sport. British people, what they had done for livelihood, the poor people was hunting, that they forced to stop it. And what they said, as a entertainment we can make, or as a sports item we can make hunting. That was the policy of the British people. They felt that the wild animals were savage, wild and primitive, just like the Indian society, and had it was their duty to civilize them. Then what they was thinking about the hunting, because we are not civilized, that's why we are doing hunting and other things. And the wild animals want to live peacefully in the forest, but in the reality that was the livelihood of hunters and gatherers people. Okay, we will continue in next video.